This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Zurich visiting with Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, a fairly warm day on tap for the high plains.
Yeah, Joe, we're going to start off with temperatures on a warmer note, and then we're going to see a couple warmer days with some fronts coming through tonight. And again on Saturday, that'll be dry, cold fronts. And that dryness, once we were talking, yesterday, had a lot to do with the hurricanes that's down there in Florida the last 2 weeks, and then also Hurricane Milton that landed on shore last night and has now moved across Florida and off into the Atlantic here this morning. That did hit just south of Sarasota in the Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg areas with 120-mile-an-hour winds, the Category 3, and it did have a storm surge that brought torrential rains and flooding into that St. Petersburg and Tampa area. So they will be assessing that damage this morning. There was some reminder that Hurricane Katrina came in as a Category 5, then weakened and became a 3, and the big damage of that was also, flooding in the torrential rainfall. You got to remember that just recently had a storm that soaked everything up. You add another foot, 20 inches of rain on top of that, and you've got to know where that water can really go except for back out into the ocean, and the storm was pushing it back on land. So that is the dynamics down there. Tropicana Field did lose its roof there. So there will be damage coming out of the Florida assessments this morning. For us, what that's going to do now, once that hurricane moves out, that'll allow our pattern to start developing from the west. We'll see this ridge of high pressure that's over the southwest now move over us sometime over the weekend and next week. That'll continue to block the dry weather. We're expecting dry forecasts all the way through the end of next week, and temperatures to gradually cool behind these two fronts. Today, we're going to start out this morning with 49 in Burlington, 51 in Goodland, 43 in McCook and Norton. We got that northwesterly breeze. We expect skies to be hazy from the smokes of the wildfires up in Wyoming, and temperatures will climb into the upper 80s this afternoon. That front will move through tonight and tomorrow, so these northwest winds will turn to the southeast this afternoon, be from the northeast tomorrow. That'll bring cooler air over the area. We're looking at highs in the lower 80s. And then when they turn back to the south on Saturday, ahead of that next front that will arrive Saturday afternoon, late in the evening, we'll see temperatures climb back up to 86. That front will arrive. It'll be dry. The winds will turn back around to a north direction at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And for that brief period, we could have some elevated fire concerns with all the dryness and those temperatures and winds. Then we got Sunday, we'll drop into the low 70s, upper 60s for highs, overnight lows in the upper 30s. That cold air will come funneling in with high pressure and the ridging. We'll see 60-degree temperatures for Monday, Tuesday. Morning lows could dip below freezing. So there, Monday and Tuesday mornings, we could have frost advisories in place or temperatures right around that 35 or just above. So we'll keep an eye on that potential. And then we'll see that warming trend end next week back into the 70s and 80s. And our first system in the forecast that could bring some rain or snow to the mountains, rain to the plains, would be next weekend, where we've got something coming from the north and west. And hopefully we get the hurricanes out of here, and that'll bring us the last 10 days of the month a more active pattern with systems coming through and hopefully some moisture to work with.
Once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Zurich.